Well, I should have got a video of it or a picture of it last night, but drove to Subaru last night and most of the lights on the gauges don't work. I know you can't see the fuel at night. You can't see this side of the gauge at night. These don't light up, and the windows don't light up. What I could tell, it looks like it takes some oddball bulb I've never heard of, like a 28, 27, or it was 4 numbers, which it began with a 2. Tried to do some research on it. Everybody says they use a 74 size bulb, but the incandescent bulbs, the bottom of it is too fat, so they have to kind of jam it into the holder. So I picked up these. You can't really see on Amazon. I'll post a picture and link. I'll post a picture below, link in the comment section if I remember to. I never remembered to do that crap. So I went with these number 74 LED bulbs because the bottom of it are thin and it should fit in there. Since people are having luck cramming a 74 bulb in there. Didn't see too many videos on how to do it, just went on a Subaru forum and people were talking about what bulb to use. Couldn't find too much information on how to crack open the dash on Subaru, but all I see is a couple of Phillips screwdrivers, so I'm just going to get a Squatty Phillips. If you don't know what I mean by Squatty Phillips, let's go look. Squatty Phillips. So up here in the dash, there's 2 little indents. Oh yes, it's Phillips. Oh, I really couldn't see. I was just taking a guess it was a Phillips. All right, there's one. Worst case scenario, we break it. Nope. Tell you what. Oh yeah. Here we have 3 screws right there, and right there. I'm hoping, plus a lot of dirt. Oh my gosh. That's enough dog hair to knit a sweater. So I'm hoping those 3 screws come out and the cluster pops out. Hopefully it's got a plug that you push into and not a wire that you have unclip, because I feel like I want this to be simple. Oh, the Squatty doesn't work for that. It'll get this one out. And it appears that the bezel screw and the cluster screw are the same screw, so you can mix them up. You don't have to keep them separated, which helps me out. The Squatty screwdriver doesn't get in there. I gotta get a longer regular screwdriver. A regular Phillips screwdriver, if that makes sense. Back to the box. It's got some plugs on the top of it, but I believe I can reach everything I need to from right here without unplugging it. I opted to leave it in. You just take this and twist it and it comes out. I'm taking a guess that this was the one for the gauge. It looks burnt. The thing about these incandescent bulbs is that they're not polarity sensitive, which means you can plug them in either way. As long as there's a positive and a negative to one side, it'll work. LEDs, they're polarity sensitive, so you just got to take a guess. Editing Nick here to talk about what I mean by polarity sensitive. If I take the positive and negative, the bulb lights up. Now if I switch it, bulb lights up. So you switch polarities. LED, you have the positive and you touch it to the negative, bulb lights up. Reverse the polarity, negative to positive, positive to negative, nothing happens. So if you put your bulb in, it doesn't light up, try reversing the polarity. Take the bulb out, turn it around so positive is touching positive, negative is touching negative, and it will light up. And now you know. What I do is put it back in there and give it a little twist, I really should unplug this, but easier is better. There you go. Put it in, give it a little twist, locks it in. Now let's see if it works. Alright, so these two bulbs here were burnt out, so I replaced them. Didn't see anything else burn out. I'm in the crowd. If it ain't broke, don't fuck with it. So now I just put it back in. It just goes back in pretty simple. Well, that was pretty simple and easy. Kudos to you, Subaru, for making the instrument cluster that's easy to replace the bulbs. Nice. I enjoy it. Now let's move on to the shifter. This thing here, I have no idea how to get out. Let's see if there's any screws holding it in. It would help if it wasn't filled with junk. Tell you what, let's... Oh, look at that. I just pried back here and out it came. I imagine there's going to be clips somewhere for it. Tell you, it might help if we put this in reverse. Put it in neutral. Make sure your parking brake's up or chalked or something so you don't roll away. My driveway's full of holes. Oh, look at that. The bulb's not even in it. Can you see it? Sitting right there. Let's turn it on and see if it works. No. Well, that's working now. Now all I gotta do is just, it plugs in right here at the bottom. Alright, so it's hard for me to get my big fat fingers in there and push the bulb up and twist it and get it kind of straight. So I got my, I don't know what you call these. I usually use these to take the spark plug wires off of, let's see if that'll get in there. It might be a little too big. Might need just a pair of tweezers. Let's see. Well, by playing around with it and I pushed too hard and this whole bezel just came up a little bit. It looks like it just unsnapped. And again, look at all the crud, man. That is, whoever owned this had a dog, I think. Or they were very hairy. But yeah, I think I can put that in there now without the aid of tools. So, but I'm going to need two hands. Yep, I was able to plug that in. Now see if we get this to snap back down. Oop, perfect. There we go. Put the key in, give it a test. Lit up like a Christmas tree. I like it. Another kudos to you, Subaru, for making the shifter bulb very easy to change. Now on to the door. I'm not digging it. I've never really had a bulb burn out on the switches before. I've had switches go bad. I hope it's not integral into the switch. That'll suck. Well, anyhow, I don't think I have to take the door card. If I got to take the door card off, I'm just going to live with it the way it is because I don't drive it that much. There's a clip in the back. Craftsman screwdriver I used just for this occasion. And hopefully it's a Phillips and not a Torx. Oh, it is. It's a crusty Phillips. Again. Alright, Phillips screwdriver out. Undo that screw and you pull really hard up and the switch comes out. That's good. Kudos again to you, Subaru, for making it easy to replace a switch without having to take the whole door card off. Alright, so you undo the screw, pull up on it. There's a clip up here that holds this in. You gotta pull it. Suspected there's no way to replace the bulb. There's no bulb to replace. There might be something inside here. I'm gonna pull the, I think if I just pull these 4 clips out, this block should unplug out of here. But you know what? I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna go to the junkyard and get a spare one, and then we're gonna take it apart and see what we can do before I tear something that works apart. All the switches work, they just don't light up. Alright, so I completed 2 out of 3 tasks. I I'm going to call that a win. All right, well, the sun is out. It's starting to warm up. Time to work on the Jeep. All right, so there you have it. Subaru interior bulbs seem kind of easy-ish to replace. Cluster and the shifter was very simple. Power window switch, not so simple. There's got to be a way to do it. I don't want to tear something apart that's working. I'm going to practice on something out of a junkyard. And who knows, maybe one out of a junkyard works and I just swap it out. All right, so you got some time to kill. Check out my podcast, 10 Minute Off-Road Podcast. There'll be a card for it up here, or it's going to be over there. I'm not sure where it's going to pop up because, you know, I get confused. I don't know my left from my rights. Although if you make an L, that's your left. If you do this, of course the camera's on selfie mode, so this might be fucked up too. Got some more time to kill. Check out this video. This one's pretty good. If you didn't like that one, then you'll really dig that one. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that other good stuff that everybody on YouTube seems to be begging for. And all right, catch you later.